Hey guys, welcome back. This is Chaotic Gaming, bringing you another best of 3 from IEM Singapore. On the bottom left of Cloud Kingdom, playing for SK Gaming, he is the Red Protoss. His name is MC.
Hey guys, I am Eclipse. I am co-casting for this game, and spawning across the map from MC will be tt-esports' PiG. He is spawning as the blue Zerg player.
I have not heard of PiG, but apparently he's an okay name in that SCA region. I almost never hear anything from, because I play on the NA server. But he is a pretty good name in SCA, and at IEM Singapore these two met in Group A.
Here we see MC going for the low ground pylon, signifying a Nexus first, or possibly a Forge fast expand, one of the two. That's going to get him really going as far as the economy goes. We're going to be looking to see PiG in response to this, but we'll most likely see spawning pool into a hatchery, into possibly a second hatchery.
Yeah, MC is a lot of people's favorite player. Actually, he's Darren's favorite player of all time. He's another buddy of mine's favorite Protoss player.
MC, he's known as the Protoss president. He has, 3 GSL Codes victories to his name?
And numerous championships around the world.
If you see him going Forge first, he's going to go Forge into Nexus. It's just a little bit safer than the straight Nexus first. He's going to also block the natural from being taken fast by a hatchery.
I think this is a lot about a player. Instead of attempting to do that juke micro and save themselves 100 or 25, he just goes ahead and puts down a whole pylon.
Here we see at the same time, he is at the would-be third base of PiG, and he's just stopping that drone from dropping that that hatchery. And he does not want the Zerg player to get his hatchery before he gets his Nexus, and he was definitely successful in this endeavor. He's going to
drop a pylon in the back, but he will be spotted by this Overlord, and he decides not to. That's one of MC's prime plays I've ever seen on this map, is the fact that he will drop a photon cannon behind a third, but he gets right up into the main base easily. Oh, the Zergling caught him.
Yeah, no, we saw the Zerglings happily picking away at the pylon as natural, but at the same time, it's definitely allowing that probe to get in and seeing if there's any gases coming in for PiG, and he's going to know that it's just going to be 3 really early hatcheries for the Zerg player with no gas anywhere to be seen. So it's going to be no speed links he's going to have to worry about at all. He's going to be able to take map control if he really wants to.
Now, MC's wall off is a couple of hexes closer to that ramp than we saw in previous games. I don't think that really means anything, but it's just interesting to note. He does have actually room for the cyber core on the top, but he is putting it in the back next to that natural Nexus.
Oh yeah, you see him dropping the cyber core behind the wall as opposed to on the high ground. This is just like a personal preference type thing. It doesn't make any difference as far as the game goes.
Now we see PiG's natural hatchery going down. Still no gas from him, but we do see double gas out of MC. And I imagine that we will see Warp Gate and +1 start ASAP, pretty much.
We do see PiG right after the first inject on his first expansion. He went ahead and dropped a creep tumor. It's going to delay his injects a little tiny bit, but he's going to get some creeps spreading across the map. This is incredibly helpful for a Zerg player to have creep across the map. You can't even put a value on that.
MC doesn't need any creep whatsoever, because he's going for that Stargate play. The man of 1,000 builds, the Obama toss himself, is going for a Stargate and dropping his third gas to punk out a couple more. I say punk out? That's not the right word. Punt out a couple more air units.
Yeah, he really likes to try to assert his dominance with the Stargate play. If you do it properly, you can really just completely dominate a Zerg player who's not prepared for it.
But PiG sees it right away with this Overlord that just happened to be wandering through, and he's going to spare his life or lose his life for the Swarm's intelligence committee, and a whole bunch of gas is coming down for Pig.
This is something you see really only from MC. You don't see a lot of other players do this. He's going Void Ray first. He's not doing the Phoenix play that you see from most Protoss players. He's gonna get this Void Ray out. He's gonna clear out some Overlords, and he's gonna use this Void Ray to add to the dominance of his early army.
Yep, and he's gonna be able. It's easy on this map to jump back and forth between 3rd and the main base. If there were any army units, which there won't be, there will just be Queen.
At the same time, we see the Zerg player going straight into Lair. He's got his Roach Warren down. I wouldn't be surprised at all to see him go straight into Spire, because Corruptors are really good against anything Protoss puts in the air.
I think MC's Void Ray here was just to provoke the building of spore colonies, crawlers, which we do see coming out of Pig right now.
Oh my! Here's MC putting down 6 additional gateways.
Yeah, he's definitely faked him out right there, and he's going to go for the heavy mid-game pressure.
We're going to see a huge +1 timing attack come out of MC here. He's going to make this one Void Ray, and that's going to be it out of this Stargate. It's going to be it's going to be incredible what he comes into this attack with. If the Zerg player is at all prepared for this, it will be shocking. With 3 bases up, he's got his resources spread really thin at this point in time. He's got 7 roaches coming along. Galil Reconstitution, it'll be ready not for a while. Zergling speed, he's just now started missile attacks level 1. He's going to be playing for the late game, but I don't know if the late game is going to come with this many games coming in for MC.
I kind of admire Pig and his constant push towards scouting and getting to know all of the knowledge that he actually can get, because he realized that the Void Ray was a fake, and he continued with his main army. He didn't drop too many spore crawlers. He was cautious but not overly paranoid with his production, unlike myself when I play against you jerk. And MC's push right here is going to be met with a pretty equal force.
He's making up to 14 roaches at a time here. He's going to get these armies ready. He's got a couple of spore crawlers going down. Spine crawlers, those are the ones that attack ground. He's got a Hydralisk done, even coming to deal with this game of pressure. He's going to hold back as long as he possibly can, and here we see the engagement. A whole bunch of force fields coming down and not really doing much of anything other than stopping the Zerg army from attacking.
It also stopped MC from pushing forward, so he had to wait until they disappeared as well. He did sandwich off a great deal of
a bunch of better
roaches, and that is a big hit on the roach count.
Yeah, he split the Zerg army by roughly 1/3, just left an easy position for his army to deal with, 1/3 of the roaches of the Zerg player, but at the same time, he couldn't advance. These queens are here along with the army to help just deal a little bit of extra range damage, and this is a little bit of a standoff here at the bottom of this ramp.
Yep, there are no immortals in MC's army, which would deal tremendous damage to these.
Here we see Pig going around a flank.
Oh, look at that.
I
like that.
If he ends up being engaged here. The second MC steps up this ramp, Pig is going to come in from behind with, what is this, 10 roaches, 12 roaches? 10, 11. That's 11.
A total of 34 roaches on the map right now against 17 stalkers, 10 sentries.
He has 11 roaches just ready to flank behind this army, and that's going to help him measurably against this many sentries.
And he doesn't have all that much power left, so he's going to go home and regen those, I think.
Yeah, he's just stepping back because he knows that he's not in as strong of a place as he planned to be with that attack. He's going to go back, he's going to regroup, he's going to set the robotics bay, he's going to get ready to jump into a Colossus type attack. At the same time, we're going to see Zerg player take more gases, he's going to get ready, he's going to get the Spire attack down, because upon dropping a Hydralisk again, you immediately need a Spire behind it. The immediate response to any Hydralisk play is just Colossus, and Colossus are so good against Hydralisk.
Yes, you definitely need a couple of Corruptors, and it looks like Pig, not taking the Selnaga tower, doesn't see that upwards pylon. Oh, now he sees it, and he's going to pick it out from the low ground.
So here we go, the infestation pit's dropping down, he's getting ready to move forward in his tech. As well as the fourth base coming down from Pig, he's gonna going to try to take the ton to get his economy fully established. He's moving his army forward to protect this fourth base.
This Void Ray, for all its pomp and circumstance, really only has 3 kills. 4 now.
Yeah,
but
well, he is blasting the crap out of some roaches, and turns out roaches can't do anything against Void Rays. It's hazardous to start watching, but they are just barely out of range.
It reminds me of Shaun of the Dead. Dogs can't look up. Yes, they can. Roaches apparently can't look up. So
Yeah.
we see another standoff, this time at MC's base, with a slight supply leak for Pig.
The inarticulate necks. There's one changeling just hanging out.
Will he force a cancel on this? Oh, he lost his overseer, but it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, yes, no, he doesn't want to force the cancel as much as he wants to be able to kill it, but I don't think he has enough roaches to be able to kill it. There's way too many stalkers in this army. The force fields are going to help out, but he's just going to look at those and decide that he can't do anything against this right here. And MC is straight away just chrono boosting probes out. He knows that he has this third base under his belt.
Yep, and the force field's definitely delayed it enough that Pig was scared, and now the extended thermal lance is finished with another Colossi coming out, and we have 1 immortal down and 4 infestors coming in for Pig.
Yeah, Pig he's getting his hive tech going. Passaging Gliders is now finished. He's getting some infestors coming out to supplement this army. He's really going to need these infestors to help the roaches deal with this huge Protoss gateway army. That many stalkers, along with a few immortals, is going to just wreak havoc among roaches.
Now, upgrade-wise, they're both at 0-1, which I'm kind of surprised about, but we are seeing Carapace level 1 come in, and we are seeing Missile Attacks level 2 come in to really reinforce this Pig army.
Pig he's saying down 8, 9, almost 10 Spore Crawlers. He wants, or Spine Crawlers. He wants to free up supply. He's gonna be just getting his army max, and once he gets his army max, he's gonna attack. When he loses some units, he's gonna free up supply. When losing units, he's gonna make some Brood Lords. He's got his Greatest Fire about halfway done right now. He's got a bunch of Corruptors coming out to supplement his army. The Corruptors, they're gonna be good against a couple of Colossus that MC has, but they're more for just preparing to make Brood Lords.
And they also can throw that corruption down on those immortals and just take them out even quicker. But we do see a number of sentries still in this army. There's just so many of them with full energy that they're going to be able to slice whatever army a Pig has right in half.
That being said, MC's army is primarily Stalkers right now, and Blink isn't even done yet. When Blink is done, MC has some of the scariest Blink Lancers that there is out there, but right now, he's just walking into this fourth base, and Pig is throwing units away against this huge Protoss army. The Colossus are just taking out the Spine Crawlers from range, and force fields are just stopping the roaches from engaging at all. You even see the one Void Ray is still there. The Void Ray has 12 kills right now. He's just been a huge nuisance this entire game, killing roaches, killing drones, and now he even kills the hatchery.
Now, 4 Colossi is a critical mass of Colossi against the Roach Hydra army. A couple, like 1 or 2 sweeps will wipe out a whole row of units, but Pig is coming in finally with these Brood Lords. But we do not see Blink coming down, and we do not see. He already has Blink.
Blink is just finished. He's ready to use Blink whenever he feels he needs it. He hasn't chosen to reveal it yet because he's going to want to use that to blink underneath these Brood Lords.
And there's the Blink right there. He's picking off one. Mostly surround, but these Colossi are just taking their toll against these Zerglings, and the supply is dropping dramatically for Pig right now. We see the Zerglings running back. The Infestors are empty of energy, and we see another Blink forward, and this Void Ray is still just doing damage to everything. Finally getting wiped out.
+2 attack just finished with these Protoss units, and they're going to be able to kill anything on the ground so quickly. These 4 Colossus are just going to destroy a Zerg army. Zerglings aren't going to last any long enough to even get any attack up. Roaches are going to die before they kill anything. This is just a... MC is just bludgeoning this Zerg to death with his units.
But now he's been completely wiped out by those Corruptors, and the Desperation Zerglings are great even against Blink Stalkers. But now map control has gone back to Pig, while MC takes his 4th. And if PiG pushes right here, I think he's going to be in a bit of trouble because there is no real air support for the very weak Zerglings he has, and there's no real ground support for the Colossi, for the Corruptors, and there's nothing for them to attack. There's only Stalkers. We should take those home right now.
Yeah, PiG managed to just get enough Corruptors warped in to deal with the Colossus that were just completely raping his army. And he cancels that Nexus and he backs off. He knows he is doing okay as far as his economy goes. He needs to make sure that his army composition stays good. At the same time, we see MC finishing his Templar Archives. The Fleet Beacon is warping in. He is going straight to an endgame composition here. He's keeping his upgrades going, and some Archons warping in here. He's getting what he needs to do with an endgame Zerg army.
And PiG has decided to, besides rebuilding his 4th, he's going for that 5th base right now, and the 5th base is up and running with a couple of drones in place. Right now the drone count is 64 versus 65 probes. MC has yet to retake his 4th, but he says that he does it right as I say that. And we see 5 more Broodlords coming in, +3 missile attacks, +2 Zerg flyer attacks, and +2 Zerg melee attacks, as well as Neural Parasite coming down for the Infestors, and a Mothership coming out for MC. So this last minute has been a huge upgrade push by both players. Protoss weapons level 3 coming down, and a number of Archons as well.
Yeah, Mitchell, he's really known to stay on 3 bases as long as he needs to. He won't take a 4th base until he knows that he is completely safe to do so. Right now, he has his entire army positioned right with his 4th base, so he knows that that base can't be just straight up canceled or anything like that. He's playing it really safe, but at the same time, he is asserting himself on the map, just clearing up the Silmaga Tower and just moving straight back to where his 4th base is coming in.
Now PiG is in a little bit of trouble. He is sacking a couple of these units because he does actually need the supply to build more Broodlords. Now these 2 Queens right here are going to get knocked out by these Blink Stalkers. I don't exactly know why he threw those forward. Maybe they were just mis-microed, and we do see a number of more Broodlords coming in to try to gain that critical mass of 10 and more to defeat a Protoss army without any kind of Vortex and Archon toilet type setup.
Yeah, we just saw a bunch of Zerglings come in to force the 4th base of the Protoss to cancel. It's a really strong delay type tactic, but it's not going to do a whole lot against this strong ARPing opposition that Minchel is really setting up here. He's got enough Zealots to deal with the Zerglings. He has Archons to do that splash damage, as well as the Mothership coming in. And as that Mothership gains up her energy, she's just getting ready to be able to Vortex. And Vortex plus Archon is the ultimate defense.
Oh, we see a Neural Parasite coming down on the Mothership, and there's going to be a Vortex on what? Nothing, because it doesn't have any energy, but this Invis is definitely helpful, and he takes out MC. He's got over almost 90 supply difference right now in PiG's favor. That's a big Neural Parasite protecting all of those Broodlords, and the Broodlords just keep on shuffling forward with their Manta Ray-like modeled bodies. And now the Mothership is poking at him, tickling him with the gigantic Sentry Laser, but the Corruptors are tickling it right back with their Corruption Beam.
Here we see MC he was not prepared. He didn't have the Observer that he needed with his army. You've got to be prepared whenever you have a Mothership. You know that it's going to be just a giant target for a Neural Parasite. He didn't have any Observers around, so he couldn't see the Zerg army once the Neural Parasite went out.
Now we see almost 50 probes in this army now because he was that oversaturated his 3rd base. He really needs another base right now. He might have to just start long-distance mining, and that for defensive Vortex is really not going to do anything. It's going to suck up a couple of Zerglings.
Yeah, 3 bases against 5. Minchel finds himself almost 100 supply down on the Zerg player. And not only that, but the Zerg player has a ton of bank, and he's just quietly amassed this insurmountable lead.
And there's GG from SK's Minchul. And we're going to jump right into Game 2 versus in between SK Gaming's MC and tt-esports PiG. See you soon. Cheers.